Today I'm watching a video about the Shannon Sharpe situation. This has only been, this is pretty new. Only in the last couple of days it's been going pretty fire. Fires and like spreading around. There's been clips of this all over my socials pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Shannon Sharpe is a TV presenter, former NFL player. I don't really know much about him. He does get passionate when he talks about sports and all of that. Yeah, and there was a little thing where he somehow accidentally started an Instagram live. This again, it was all over my, it was on TikTok. I saw it, and he somehow started an Instagram live, and yeah, he was having. So he started live. The phone was on the ground. I don't know how he did it, because no one saw anything, but they heard things, and it sounded like he was having an intercourse with a woman. Yeah, somehow he started Insta live, and yeah, there was no moans and groans, and he was having intercourse with a woman by the sounds of it somehow. This was like last year. But now this new drama situation does have to do with that type of stuff again. Intercourse, and it's about him and a OnlyFans girl, 19-year-old OnlyFans girl. Shannon Sharpe's in his 50s, pushing 60. And yeah, this situation's about him and an OnlyFans girl. So let's check it out.
Grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Yeah, what you trying to say? Bro?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you.
Before we start this video, I just want you to know that there's some pretty graphic messages here. So if you're triggered by any types of graphic sexual encounters, this is your warning to click off the video.
Warning.
One of the most popular sports personalities in the world right now is none other than Shannon Sharpe. The guy is very charismatic, he's really funny, and he has a lot of fun catchphrases that people just seem to love. Shannon Sharpe is so powerful in the space that 2 years ago he left Fox Sports' Undisputed, and the show practically crumbled once he left.
Dang.
His partner Skip.
Okay, I don't really know all this because I'm not American, and I don't watch any of this. So, but I do know him through the social media, through some scandals and stuff like that. And yeah,
Bayless has practically been semi-retired ever since then, whereas Shannon Sharpe decided to pivot and double down on online content and make regular appearances on First Take. Now, Sharpe partnered with The Volume, which was Colin Cowherd's online brand, in 2023, a few months after leaving Undisputed, and as a result, his podcast Club Shay Shay immediately became one of the biggest podcasts in sports. He then created another podcast with Chad Ochocinco called Nightcap, and that has arguably been even more successful. Since then, Shannon Sharpe has done interviews that have went viral with Cat Williams.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like...
Yeah, I've seen heaps of clips of Shannon Sharpe going around.
And regularly features NFL stars and celebrities on his podcast to this day. Now, as a result, his contract with The Volume has recently expired, and now he's currently eyeing a $100 million podcast deal as his contract does expire, right in time for the NFL draft. And you know what else is happening right in time for the NFL draft? PrizePicks just dropped an...
I'm trying to watch all this crap, bro. This garbage out of my face, boy.
Making a video on Shannon Sharpe. Big deal. Shannon Sharpe is securing a huge $100 million plus payday. So why would we make a video on
let's
that?
get to the juicy bit.
At the same time that a report came out that Shannon Sharpe is securing a huge payday, we also found out that Shannon Sharpe was being sued for some pretty heinous
50 milli. 50 milli.
allegations. A woman by the name of Gabrielle Zuniga, who is being represented by Tony Busby, is suing Shannon Sharpe for assault. Now, funny enough, as a result of this, people tried to figure out who this Gabrielle Zuniga girl is, and as a result, they dug up this profile and accidentally
This ain't her. This is a different girl.
made the wrong Gabrielle Zuniga go viral. So this woman is not the woman in question. She actually posted this on her story saying that I'm just a girl who has the same name. Anyone who just followed me, please unfollow. Now, the basis of these allegations...
I saw this girl because I saw the clips of the allegations and, the drama. And, on TikTok, there's a thing where it's a search. I don't know, whatever, it's popular, whatever. And I clicked on it and I saw this girl and she made a full-on video saying, oh yeah, this isn't me, blah, 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 different girl.
is there is a released audio of a conversation that this woman had with Shannon Sharpe where he sounds pretty freaking aggressive.
If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Now, obviously,
Yes, you do.
context is
Freaky
everything here,
ah.
and Shannon Sharpe is claiming that this is just the freaky deaky stuff that he's into. Now, it's important to note that this isn't the first time Shannon Sharpe has found himself in a pretty peculiar situation as a result of fun at Shannon Sharpe.
Morning. Mainly when people see me, I'm at the airport, I'm at the gym.
Oh, you getting freaky.
Huh?
See, when he was moaning, that was me talking about the Instagram live incident at the start of this vid, before I started the vid.
Give me some more.
It's too soon, Kai. Kai, I need a year.
And to be honest, since no one was being harmed,
See, this is the one I was talking about at the start.
people just made fun of the fact that Shannon Sharpe accidentally went live on Instagram, and the result was, well, what you saw. Personally, I don't understand how on earth you can accidentally go live on Instagram.
That's what I'm thinking. Bro, I think this might have been a business move to boost, you know, some people say any publicity is good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. Publicity being, you know, putting your name out there. I guess, you know, if you get your name out there, but, you know, it might taint your reputation or something if it's something like this.
You have to push so many buttons on your phone.
But
to
yeah,
go
I feel like he did it on purpose to, like, get his name out there, like, you know, get him talked about or something.
live on Instagram. Like accidentally taking a picture on your camera might be one thing.
Picture or
but
video is
accidentally
like,
going live
you know,
just never made sense to me.
Facts.
But anyway, Shannon Sharpe's way of defending himself as a result of these allegations is pretty freaking bizarre. So Shannon Sharpe's first step in this would
Shannon
be
Sharpe is
releasing
freaky, bro.
the text messages between him and the woman in question. Now, I know on paper this sounds insane, but the rationale here is Shannon Sharpe was pretty much trying to prove that this was a consensual relationship. It's just the means of which he chose to do this is just kind of bizarre. And just reading the transcript.
Nah, Shannon Sharpe is out there, but if it's her trying to make it like it's unconsensual, not that I would ever be in this position, but say I get plopped in this position, that's probably why I would be doing something similar like that, putting it out there. All the text messages. See, she's lying. These are text messages. Maybe it might be very graphic or interesting, the wording, but if that proves that her saying it's her saying their relationship was unconsensual, I would do it too, bro. I think that's a good
of
call.
These text messages is so insane. So the transcript literally starts with, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're f***ing me," which is such an insane way. You to put a dog collar.
Okay, statement by Lainey Davis, consent to Shannon Sharpe. "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me." Gabriella in text messages to... Okay, so she sent this. Dang, this has been going on for a long time. 2023? Okay. Hey, this is another one from the girl that sent. "I know you miss this big juicy ass. 25k for each cheek." So yeah, he was paying. You know, this wasn't for free. He did pay. Because I'm not sure if he's, you know, has kids or got divorced or not. But he is single. You know. So yeah, he you know, this doesn't really affect him really. If he wants to get some action, if he wants a young, beautiful woman, he can pay for it. And that's what he did here. So, okay. So 50k pretty much for both cheeks, I guess. So yeah, that's just some of the text
around
messages.
my neck and choke me with it while you're f***ing me, which is such an insane way to start out any transcript. But it continues with, "I know you miss this big juicy 25k for each cheek." I don't really even know what that means.
Okay, and the second one was 2025. So that's 23. This is 25. So this year.
Cheek. I don't really.
Start of the year. New Year's hits, and then straight up hits up Shannon. "Oh, I know you want this." First day of 2025, and you're already getting into this freaky deaky stuff.
25k for each cheek. I don't really even know what that means. I don't know if she's trying to say you have to pay for this or whatever, but we'll just let that go. Now, it continues to say that this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby.
But yeah, let's be real. She's just in it for the money. Let's be real here. Look at the text messages. She's in it for the money, bro. Because Shannon Sharpe's stacked with this, bro. She's trying to get 50 mil. She's trying to set herself up for life.
Ooh, this is a Tony Busby lawsuit. If you guys don't know, Tony Busby is a part of many lawsuits that we've covered in the past. Most famously, Deshaun Watson and the thousands of allegations against him. I mean, he most recently filed to withdraw from the Diddy lawsuit in New York. So he's a lawyer that we've seen quite frequently on this YouTube channel. Now, the lawsuit continues by saying, orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording.
See, that's us. That's sus.
To Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. I mean, this is pretty freaking graphic. There's talking about choking and dog collars and all sorts of wild stuff. Now, contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe. There are other examples of texts from Ms. Zuniga, for example. Oh my god, here we go. This is insane. Only if you put that baby gravy in me.
Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. Hold on. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. What? Text from Gabriella Zugani to Shannon Sharpe, November 23, 2023. I wanna put my tongue in your... I don't know what that is. But also, I don't know. And then marry you?
Then I can do whatever I want to me. I want to put my tongue in your and then marry you. Bro, what the f? That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby.
That's insane. And you're saying it's unconsensual. That's my I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Baby in me. And then you better crave it, because you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. So honestly,
and yeah, she was like 19 at the time, apparently. 19.
I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what this woman is truly after. I mean, you're gonna be...
And yeah, bro, let's be real. It's for the money, bro. And like, the baby thing, okay, she might not even love him, but if she do get a baby, she's gonna be getting money because bro is stacked. So yeah, that's the play there. That's the play.
Stuck with it for life after you put a baby in me kind of means that she's trying to get pregnant, bro. I mean, it seems really obvious what's going on and what the agenda is. I don't think you need to be some sort of social...
So what is their argument? Like, what are they trying to say that, you know, makes it unconsensual?
Genius.
Besides that video that he mentioned before, but they say it's been edited. Not the video, the audio.
It's to realize what's going on here. These text messages are insane. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic communications initiated by Ms. Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. Bro, I don't think these are fantasy scenarios. I think she's actually trying to get knocked up by you. I mean, you're worth millions of dollars, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah,
I don't think it takes a genius to realize what's going on here. Now, Shannon Sharpe's transcript continues by saying the edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual, but Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her planned setup as part of her blackmail scheme. As distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel, Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all...
Because like, bro, if it's for real, if he actually did it unconsensual and you got the tapes unedited, why don't you put it out there? Oh, because you capping.
allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. Shannon Sharpe was like white side, backside, 25K per side, Lakers in 5. Trying to get the check, collars around my neck, receipts on deck, it don't matter, Lakers in 5.
Did he actually say that? Oh
Trying
my
to take
gosh.
my cash, they won't find my stash. I just wanted some ass. Lakers in 5. Okay, I'm done. I swear.
He actually said that.
I'm done. Fetish size, credit wise, telling lies. Lakers in 5. I'm done.
Why does he say Lakers in 5?
I
Is he
swear to
talking
God,
about
I'm done.
them in the
Don't click
finals or
off the
something?
video. I'm done. I really shouldn't be laughing this much for a video with such serious allegations. I'm sorry. Now, there are multiple arguments to this situation. On one hand, people are saying these are pretty serious allegations, but on the other hand, people are also saying that it's pretty convenient that this lawsuit is coming right as Shannon Sharpe is in the headlines for potential.
Bro, everything's falling into it, bro. $100 million contract, bro. Then, because she knows he's stacked with money.
Securing a $100 million payday. But at the same time, this isn't stopping Shannon Sharpe from getting memed on social media. I mean, look at what Paul Heyman just had to say on the Pat McAfee show as a result of it.
CM Punk does as much good to my reputation as Shannon Sharpe does to ESPN.
Paul Heyman wouldn't stop there. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is never on ESPN again as a result of saying this stuff.
You don't care about the opinions of most people who are very relevant in your life. You don't care about the opinions of the people who pay you. They go, hey, Mr. McAfee, don't talk about Shannon Sharpe on the air today. And you go, I talk about anything I want. Watch me swing my schlong all over the place.
Now, it's also important to note that Shannon Sharpe's attorney says that Sharpe made an offer to his accuser of at least $10 million to close out the case before it went public per TMZ Sports. I don't know what's more insane, the fact that Shannon Sharpe is proclaiming that he's...
Okay, that's interesting. So he offered 10 mil before the case even started to her, so it wouldn't even so he wouldn't go through all that. That's sus now, bro. Because if he didn't do it, why would he be offering it? Or is he just that stacked? He just doesn't want his name out there and all this drama, so it's like, okay, just take it and shut your mouth. Like, that's weird.
He's innocent, but was willing to pay $10 million
Yes.
to make this go away. Or the fact that the accuser said, no, we want $50 million or nothing. Because $10 million is a life-changing sum of money that we're talking about here. I would have just taken the money and ran.
Interesting. Dang, bro. Monique, a real one for that? She's right. Okay, that was the clip of that lady saying him.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you.
Before we start this
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. But yeah, apparently she was like 19 or something at the time. And, you know, lots of people were saying that's weird and all that. But okay, I'm going to be real. If he's like 57 or however, pushing 60 and he's with a 19-year-old, I think that's weird. You know? But in this, you know, case, that doesn't mean anything. Like, all the stuff I've been seeing on TikTok and that, people calling him weird, and, you know, it is, you know, you can look at it that way, and, you know, but bro's just rich, he's doing this, he wants a young girl that looks nice, I guess, and, you know, he's paying for buns. But yeah, that doesn't really have any impact, because, you know, at the end of the day, they're both adults, you know, in the eyes of the law. And I saw this other TikTok, this guy was like, oh, you know, this is why we have the age of consent at this, because of people like Shannon Sharpe. And then he was like, oh, if the age of consent in, like, 'cause this is in the US, he was like, if it was like lowered to 15, it would look very different. Like, he's putting out there that, you know, he would just be doing a 15-year-old instead. Hypothetical. But yeah, lots of people have been talking about that, but at the end of the day, that's all hypothetical crap that don't matter. Do I think it's odd and weird that he's doing it with a 19-year-old? Yeah. But as well, it's a double-sided sword, because the 19-year-old knows what she's doing. She's not an infant. She knows what she's chasing the bag. She lets Shannon Sharpe tap for thousands of dollars, bro. That's what it is. So yeah, that's just another thing I've been seeing on these TikTok vids. People criticizing, they can do that, but does that have anything on the case? No. Do I think Shannon Sharpe is innocent for doing this? Yeah. And I also saw some other stuff. other stuff. I might be able to pull it up of people saying Shannon Sharpe is like, apparently she tried to change it, saying it wasn't about, what's it called? She was trying to say it was because he wasn't using a condom or something, stuff like that. That's just some stuff I saw on TikTok. That's some stuff I saw on TikTok chat. But yeah, bro, this is just very interesting. Like, this is the problem, especially with celebrities and all that. Some people get really messed up, like the whole career gets wrecked. And I'm speaking from a guy's side because a girl decides to, make some accusations to get money out of them. Sometimes it's true, and also lots of times it's not, bro. And it just wrecks the career, even though it might be false, bro. It still tarnishes them. It still tarnishes them, bro. Their career and everything, even if it's not true. So yeah, and it's been all over TikTok. Like, this is where I first heard about it.
Uncle Shay Shay, this is who you better give it all up for, man.
And yeah, this is the actual girl.
Come on, man. Come on, Uncle Shay Shay. You not.
That's the actual girl.
To my family, friends, supporters, and
Okay, so this is a clip about him responding to it, I guess, because it started 2 days ago.
colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family.
Nah, I'm backing Unc. I'm backing Unc. I'm backing him, bro. I'm backing him. I believe him. The only thing that is kind of weird when the video that we just watched from that guy is him wanting to pay 10 mil up front if he didn't do anything wrong. But I can see where that's coming from because, even though this is all cap, and I believe what she's saying is not true from everything that we've seen so far. Like, one big thing is the audio clip that's only a few, like, how long you say, like 30 seconds or a minute, but it's a whole 10 minutes, but they won't release the 10 minutes, bro. They won't release the 10 minutes. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up? I'm just watching. I'm reacting to the Shannon Sharpe incident right now. But yeah, it's 10 minutes. So I'm on his side, bro. I'm on his side.
Right.
Okay, this is crazy. And again, with the age thing, this is what I was talking about. People talking about Shannon Sharpe when he sees a fresh 18-year-old with an OnlyFans.
Yams, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. These are.
But yeah, there's people trying to villainize him for, because she was like, I don't know exactly, but I've been hearing she's been very young, like 19 when this was all occurring. But you can't just villainize him for that, because at the end of the day, she knows what she's getting into, and she's getting money. That's why she's doing it. She's in it for the money, and he's in it for the, the sexual pleasure of tapping. You know what I mean? That's what he's in it for, just for the buns. But yeah, I'm on Shannon's side, bro.
Shannon Sharpe, my colleague at ESPN, and my friend, the Hall of Fame tight end.
You know what happened, and you're trying.
Okay, that's just Stephen A. Smith, his friend and colleague. But yeah, crazy, bro, crazy.
Well, what, Gabby?
Well, you're coming to LA.
I might be hopping on later.
Yes.
Maybe, bro. Probably not. Not on Fortnite, bro. I've been off. Okay, so this is some audio.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Yeah, I probably won't be back on, bro.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
So this is some recording.
Well, Okay.
Okay, what?
Well,
So
I'm not
who's
really interested
screen recording this?
in
The audio that will end
you
Shannon Sharpe's
getting
career?
choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big.
Maybe she was saying this, thinking about this case, like recording this, because I'm pretty sure it's her recording. This is mostly likely her recording, because she's the one that filed it and bring the evidence, so she probably recorded this. I feel like she might have said that stuff as a setup, saying, "Oh, you said you're gonna choke me, blah blah blah." But we saw in those messages from before that Shannon Sharpe leaked that she was legit talking about that. So I feel like she tried to make it sound like legit, like bad stuff, but Shannon Sharpe is looking at it in like, the stuff he wants to do to her in the bedroom, that type of thing. That's what I think.
Big black guy choked small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what you did to me.
What did she do?
Okay, well,
Yeah, bro, she's just trying to set him up. Let's be real. Because she was probably the one recording that. She tried to set him up. And yeah, it's not a good look. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? You're letting him do that to you for the money. He's paying for buns. You're selling buns. Both not the best look. Not good looks, bro. But yeah, that's just my take on the Shannon Sharpe situation, bro. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. I think bro's innocent from everything that I've heard. And yeah, lots of people criticizing him or talking, she's so young, blah, blah, blah. It's consent, like, she's giving out a service, giving out her cheeks. He wants that service. He wants to tap it. Give her money. She gives cheeks. That's what they did. And yeah, I feel like with that recording and maybe other stuff, she's trying to low-key like set it up and make it sound like something it originally wasn't. And, on top of that, $100 million deal. And she wants 50 mil. So yeah, I'm on Shannon's side right now. I think it's a bit of a setup, bro. She seems way too sus. And yeah, bro, she's in it for the money. Let's be real. That's my take on it. And yeah, bro, that's it. Let me know your thoughts on the Shannon Sharpe situation. Unk is very freaky, but I guess, he got the money too. So yeah, but don't pay for it, chat. Don't be doing that. But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, but I'm on Shannon's side right now. I think she's just in it for the money, trying to take him down, get some money, set him up. Because there's a few sus stuff about that recording. They won't put out the full recording because she recorded all of it for this case, but she won't put out the entire recording. Her team won't put it out, and they're asking for it. So that's very weird, bro. But yeah, that's the end of the vid. I think I'm on Shannon's side right now. I think she's a bit sus, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.